Hi there, Malcolm here with my 55th BookTube video, and today I'll be sharing with you my February TBR pile. Yes, I know we're already nearly 2 weeks into February. Shut up. We've been moving and decorating, and otherwise being busy. And yes, I am filming this back to back with a December-January wrap-up video that I just doing. It looks like there's about 11 books on this list, so let's get cracking. First up is my book of the month, Beyond the Aqua Rift by Alistair Reynolds. This contains 18 of what is considered to be Alistair Reynolds' best short stories, although the use of the word short is a bit ambiguous. As I say, there's only 18 stories in this and it's 770 pages long. I started this on the 2nd and I'm only on page 256, and it's the 11th today. Really enjoying it so far. Alistair Reynolds is a relatively new discovery of mine and I'm really enjoying everything I've got my hands on so far. And this should get its own filmed review when I'm finished with it. And provided there's any month left when I do finish it, I'll then move on to The Walking Dead Rise of the Governor by Robert Kirkman and Jay Bonanzinga. I picked up the 4-book collection of The Walking Dead novels from the works. I'm led to believe that what happens in these books directly follow or are linked to book 8 of The Walking Dead, which I've just finished, Made to Suffer. So I'll read these 4 before I get on to book 9. That's the plan anyway. I'm planning on reading this one in tangent with other books, so I might not finish it this month, but I'll read as much as I can in amongst reading everything else. While reading this, I'll also finish reading Star Wars A Dark Saber by Kevin J. Anderson, often considered to be book 2 of the Callista trilogy, but so far this is far, far better than the awful Children of the Jedi that I can't even consider them to be in the same stroke. The Hutts have got themselves plans for a Death Star type device, and even got the actual true designer of the Death Star, Bevel Lemelisk, to work on it. This can't be good. It's called the Dark Saber, and our heroes have got to try and stop it. Will they? Well, of course they will, but the fun's in the reading of it, and I am having fun with it. Although I would say there does seem to be an awful lot of Luke Skywalker making goo-goo eyes with Callista. Anyway, once I finish that, I'm then somewhat hesitant to start, but hopefully it won't be as bad. Please, Planet of Twilight by Barbara Hamley. She also wrote Children of the Jedi, which I don't think very much of at all. Hopefully this is going to be better. Book 3 of the Callista trilogy, the reviews I've read aren't promising though. We shall see. I'll make up my own mind. And provided I've got enough months left, if I do finish this, I'll then hopefully get on to finish Doctor Who Dead of Winter by James Goss. I started this quite a while ago. The Doctor and his companions wake up in some sort of holiday retreat type thing for getting better. They've lost their memories and there's weird goings on. I mean, it's Doctor Who, of course, there's weird goings on. And it's told in a multifaceted way. Letters, narration, first person point of view. Quite interesting. I've enjoyed it so far, but hopefully I'll finish it. And the graphic novels I hope to finish this month. Well, I promised you I'd try and finish ages ago. Book 6 of a long time ago, Wookiee World. I have actually finished this technically, but shh, that's spoilers for the next video. More of the original collected Marvel comics. These ones are based after the Return of the Jedi. You can tell because it's got Lando Calrissian in it, as well as other black characters. It's called Progress, people. And when I finish that, finished it already, I'll then move on to Splinter of the Mind's Eye, which is the graphic novel form of the book of the same name by Alan Dean Foster. This will be a reread. I've read the novel as well, but I've not read it for a while, so looking forward to giving it a go again. And this was the unofficial sequel to the original Star Wars that never happened. Certain themes were borrowed from it, like the Swamp Planet and Luke's confrontation with Darth Vader. And finally, I'll also try and read Star Wars Shadows of the Empire Evolution. This is another reread. And I believe it's the first time I've actually read this copy. I've normally read a copy from the library. I've only recently picked this one up. But since it's all gone Disney, these are getting very hard to get hold of. And this follows Prince Zizor's pet, slave, droid, for personal pleasure, the human replica Guri, who after the death of her master seeks to undo her assassin programming so she become an independent person and not have to go around killing everyone all the time. And as you may know, I do read to everyone else in the household, excluding the cats. They never listen to me anyway. To my youngest, I'm reading book 3 of the Johnny Maxwell series, Johnny and the Bomb, by Terry Pratchett. And this time Johnny has found a time machine in the form of a shopping trolley with bags of time in it, and has travelled back to the time of the Blitz, where a stray bomb hits his hometown of Blackberry and wipes out Paradise Street. And of course, Johnny will do his best to fix it. We have less than 100 pages to go, and my son is absolutely loving it. It's witty, it's clever, it's thought-provoking, and it doesn't talk down to the reader at all. Great stuff. To my older son, I'm reading Volcano Adventure by Willard Price. This is book 4 of the Adventure series, featuring Hal and Roger as they go around the world collecting animals for their father's zoo. In this book, they're having a break from that, and they've joined a volcanologist as they go and explore some volcanoes, as you do. There's no baddie in this one as such, except for the fact that the Doctor in question has some mental issues. We've very nearly finished it. I'm very curious to know how that's going to be resolved. This was first published in 1956, where such topics were very differently viewed, and I'm very interested to see how this one pans out. This is one of the few of the series I've not actually read before, but I'm certainly learning a lot about volcanoes. And finally, I'm still reading this Beastie, The Ember Blade by Chris Wooding. This is book 1 of his epic fantasy series, The Dark Water Legacy. If you follow him on Twitter, you will occasionally get word count updates. The next one, just to see how he's doing. And I would highly recommend to those who are looking at reading The Lord of the Rings but feel somewhat daunted, or you've started Lord of the Rings and you're really not getting on with it, the language is a bit old, I would highly recommend this one instead. It's much more modern in writing, it's no less epic, and it's got some great characters in it. We've got just under 300 pages to go. Might finish this in March if we're lucky. And there you go, those are the books I hope to read or finish in February. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on those books. Have you read any of those? Are you thinking about reading any of them? Let me know in the comment section down below. But as always, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Until next time, see you later.